We just got different viewpoints, you and me. That doesn't mean we can't talk. We don't have to be enemies.
How you doing, Noah? Welcome. Second liked. Thank you, Mark. How's my day? My day's going great now that I'm here with you guys. Always love being in my stream with my home people. A lot of y'all in here right now. If you don't know who I am, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I am Liver Cheese. And we have a nightly stream that we invite critical thinkers. Yes, we play games. Absolutely. I'm getting ready to play one in a minute. As soon as I get a couple of my regulars in here, we'll get it up and going. Guys, how do you feel mentally on this Valentine's Day? How old do you have to be to watch this stream? This is 18 and up. 18 and up, absolutely. I don't know why StreamYard is not allowing me to restrict my own content, but I've gotten in trouble the last couple of times because I can't make it 18 and up, and we have a bunch of kids popping in. We got to stop that. YouTube will look at the video and say, yeah, that's an adult video. And I'm like, okay, put it up as an adult. I wanted to put it up as an adult all along. But you won't let me. So this is your warning. If you're a child under the age of 18 in this stream tonight, you don't want to be here. Okay, we're going to have adult stuff going on. Bye. Open a Pokemon pack. I don't have any to open, bro. I found a bunch of Pokemon cards last week, and I did a stream where I revealed my great finds. Who in government is eating people? I'm 81. I'm 8. I'm 81. I'm 8. I'm 12. I'm 12. Make it for subs only. No, I need to get more subs. I'm going to do those. I'm going to do those subs only, but I need to make it more. We need more subs. This is the only way I get subs. YouTube has shadow banned my videos, so this is all I can do. Whoever said that, it's just all I can do right now to be seen and heard. So this is my warning to all you guys. YouTube, please watch this and mark my video as adult only. This is 18 and up stream. If you're not 18 and up, you need to take a hike. I appreciate all of you, but this is not the stream for you. All right, trolls. Yeah. I mean, I'm in the clear regardless. I'll say what the hell I want to say on the stream. And YouTube can decide if it's adult or not. And they will. They've decided every time I've done one that it's an adult stream. So why won't StreamYard let me put it as an adult stream, as an age-restricted stream? I don't understand it, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. And I'm not going to be punished because we choose to have an adult game on Valentine's evening. I'm not going to be punished because some random kids come into my stream. Psycho Billy? Who's Psycho Billy? I love the fucking name. I love the name. That is weird. What's weird? What's weird, Dead Man System? What, people popping into my stream that are underage? Yeah, it happens all the time. Happens all the time. I mean, I understand it. The kids don't know how to, they don't get out and they don't communicate with other people. Their whole existence is live streams on YouTube and TikTok, but I can't be held responsible for your children. If your children are in this stream, they're going to hear some penises, they're going to hear some cocks, they're going to hear all those words. So this is your warning. Your non-Corvette owning slowpoke. You non-Corvette owning slowpoke. Am I supposed to have a Corvette by this time? Wilson? I like your name, man. No, man, I'd have a vet if I could, bro. I'm an activist. So being an activist, you tend to not have enough money to buy a Corvette. So just come on with it, man. This is the internet. You can't stop kids whose parents don't care. It's a genre of music. Check it out. I think you'd like it. Thank you, SG. I will check it out. Psycho Billy. Yeah, it sounds wonderful. I can't wait to check it out. All right. Trivia time. We're going to start really easy tonight, okay? We're going to start with, I have a game, Dirty Minds, and I have a lot of games that we can play that are similar to that. But right now, we'll start it off clean. Here's how we play our games in my room here. If I don't have any of my regulars, and I'm sure you're in here, speak up, though, if you're a regular. I will ask a simple question to start. You will respond with an answer, and you'll get a point if you respond first. Simple. Hey, man, I'm from Boston. How about you? I'm in Memphis, bro. You recovered from last week, man? Speed Bizzle, you recovered from last week? Hey, man, you guys you got plenty of years. Don't give up on that quarterback. That quarterback saw a defense that was unbelievable. So, Patriots, your future's bright. Don't sweat it. You're going to have your time. Just give the kids a chance. I like that kid. I think he's a good quarterback. He choked under the pressure. You can't really define a person by one time choking in the playoffs. We got to give him time. Okay. You can't just throw him to the side because he's not a Tom Brady. All right. He could be a Tom Brady. We don't know. Well, we got to give him a chance. But when he does it 2 or 3 times, when he chokes in the playoffs, if he does that, then it might be time to move on. But right now, I'm with that kid. Stay with him. Don't beat him up over here in Boston. I think he's going to be good for you guys. Football is rigged. North Carolina here. What's up, North Carolina? North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head like a helicopter. You're probably too young to remember that. Free mind. I was going to say Soros. Football's rigged. You from Memphis? Hell yeah, 901 forever. Thank you, man. Thank you. I just had a dude come up to me outside of the Walmart, and we'll get to the game. There was a black guy, big old black guy, and I was buying some Girl Scout cookies, and he came over and he talked to me, and he was like, "Hey, man, do I know you?" I said, "I don't know. Do you watch the internet?" He goes, "Are you big here in Memphis?" I said, I don't know if I'm big here in Memphis. You know, sometimes I think I'm a legend in my own mind, but and then he kept on like he couldn't figure out where he knew me from. And I said, "You're a cop, aren't you?" And he goes, "I'm a retired cop." I was like, "That's where you know me from." I said, "I'm a First Amendment auditor." And you probably subbed to my channel thinking I was this dickhead that was going to harass police. And then you found out that I'm actually pretty nice to police as long as they're doing their job. I highlight good police. So, you know, it was just interesting. You'll see people out in public who think they recognize you. And maybe it's just I'm getting to that point where people are starting to see me. You know what I mean? Starting to remember me from my internet stuff that I've done. I mean, you can't forget this face, this beautiful face. Hi, Olivia. How you doing? All sports are rigged. It's entertainment now. Sports entertainment. Dead man system. We're critical thinkers here. And I've thought about it many, many times. I've thought about how can they rig it. There's a lot of ways they can rig it. And I don't know, man. I think I'm starting to get on board with your way of thinking. It's taken me a while, but I think I might be there. If you're 12, Olivia, you got to go. It's 18 and up. You're a rapist who decided to fuck with law enforcement that knows you shouldn't be posting. Why shouldn't I be posting? Why? If we don't have people like me out there right now, brother, we're done for. All right, here we go. Holding people accountable. That's what I do. All right, let's go. I love cops, by the way. You're completely wrong. I don't have any problem with cops as long as they're doing their fucking job correctly. All right, here we go. Chime in. Do we want to do music or do we want to do movies? You know what? Usually it's a movies kind of thing or a music kind of thing. But I like these these are music too. I thought I had some movie stuff, but maybe I don't. But I like movies too. All right, but the goal of this is here it is, guys. We're going to play and we're going to be competitive. If you come up with some creative answers, well, you can't really do that on the trivia part. But if we have a story or something behind one of these answers, be patient. We'll talk about it, try to reminisce a little bit, maybe get a little nostalgia. Nostalgia always helps me in this crazy world. I love celebrating things that I grew up with and showing things that I grew up with to other people. Anybody want to take care of Guab here? Anybody want to take care of him for me? He's in here saying that something about rape. I have no idea. He's an amoeba. So get rid of the amoeba. We don't have amoebas in here. All right, here we go. First question. Well, these are a little bit all over the place. It's not always music. We're going to do 80s. 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 Who's going to be the winner tonight? What do you want to speak on? You can't speak to me unless you can come on here live. I'll send you a link. and you get on here live and you say those things to my face. Okay, let's do that. How about that? How about that? All right, I'm going to put this up. If anybody has the balls to come on here and troll liver cheese, and please, by all means, come on in here. Come on in here and get shredded. All right, here we go. Games. Which popular 80s arcade game was created by Japanese video game designer Toru Iwatani? Toru Iwatani. Liver cheese. Oh, I like that. I like that. You threw liberal in with liver cheese. Okay. I don't really consider myself a liberal, but if you want to put labels on liver cheese, go ahead, by all means. Dead Man System. Pac-Man. Way to go, brother. I'm going to write your name up on our high-tech board. What's your name again, boss? Let me see. I already forgot it. Dead Man System. I like your name. All right, Dead Man System comes up with the first point of the day. I'll flip the camera around so you can see it right there on our high-tech scoring board. You see that? High-tech, Dead Man System. Way to go, brother. Good answer. And to the person right after, who got it right also, good on you, man. He is purple. I thought this was a political channel. I thought you asked for arguments. No, it's not a political channel. It's a political channel during the day. At night, it's an entertainment channel. That's how we roll. We don't just discuss politics at all hours of the day. You know, we like to spread love. And thank you, Lisa. And good job as well, Serve. Hey, Runner 5K in the house. Runner 5K. Good stuff. All right, we're going to continue on. Who knows? You might win a prize. And guys, if you're out there and you're really lonely tonight, don't let our system do that to you. Don't let our system do that to you. I get it, man. You want to share your life with somebody, and just hang in there. I didn't get married till I was 36 years old. I got really lucky. A lot of you out there haven't found your one yet, but I think you will. I think you will. As long as you're a decent human being and show kindness to people, you're going to get her. You're going to get her. She's going to be there, or him. Her or him. Trump is so unpopular, even his veins don't want to support him anymore. Mushroom. I broke up with my girlfriend 2 days ago, so she wouldn't expect anything today. Yeah, man. Sorry, Runner. To the mods and channel, I'm really... What? Sorry, I was disrespectful and inconsiderate. I mean... Again, if you're being serious, bro, you can troll me, okay? But just don't troll me in a way where I'm going to be afraid to walk out the door, okay? That nonsense has to stop. We can have disagreements, but we don't have to be enemies. All right? That in itself is... Yes, sit back and have fun, just like Wolfie says there. Yeah, man. And if you have any kind of questions or anything you just want to talk about, maybe that's a little personal. We're okay, man. We're not gonna to make fun of you. We're not going to call you tons of names unless you're just a terrible person. And then liver cheese will do all that. A lot of my people won't do that because they're just kind-hearted people. And that's why they're here. I invited a few more in tonight. Hopefully they're here. If they're not here, then if they are here, you can speak up. But if not, that's cool too. You can just sit back and watch what we do. All right, here we go. Next question. Good answer with Pac-Man. I wouldn't have gotten that one. I would have guessed, but I probably wouldn't have got it. Okay, it's a pretty easy one here. I will never change my beliefs in a world where everyone else has changed their beliefs. Why do you think everybody's changed their beliefs? I don't really so you have conviction over something that you have believed in for a long time in your life. And that's okay, brother, as long as it's not hurting other people. As long as it's not hurting other people, I don't give a damn. As long as you're a good person and have a good moral compass, then we're okay. All right? Here we go. Next question from the 80s. Not if you're underage, Guab. But if you're 18, then sure, you can stay and have some fun. All right, next question. Here we go. 80s. If y'all don't get this one quick, get right by your keyboard. You mean following Jesus? I got you, brother. Well, Wolfie might have something to say about that. I don't know. Dead man, I get what you're saying, brother. I really do. I'm always in a moral quandary here because I want to treat people with kindness and respect, but the more and more I see of I don't choose not to focus on Christians following Jesus because I think Jesus is a cool guy. I think he was cool. I think that all his teachings have been bastardized to a lot of people, and they've completely changed the meaning of Jesus. Now, those are the people that you should be upset with. There's still a lot of great Christians out there. I know there are. So when I feel like I'm just strictly coming after Christians, I don't want to be that way. I want to let you know I'm coming after evangelical TPUSA Christians, which is a small number of Christianity, but they want to take it over. They're trying to take it over. All right, here's the next question. 34, I have a respectful question. Then hit the link and come on in and ask me, bro. Which English band had a hit with I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight? Where's my music people out? Don't be cheating at home and using that internet. Which English band had a hit with I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight? I always try to give good advice. I know. I always try to give good advice. Where's one maybe you heard it, maybe not. People's opinion about you is never any of your business. You choose to make it your business or not just accept what you choose. Well, to a lot of extent, that's correct. But you're just assuming with that statement that people don't come over and fuck with me all the time because of shirts that I wear. You know, we talked about it earlier. I had a BLM shirt on and people were fucking attacking me everywhere I go. Not in public. They see it on the streams and they say something. In public, I've never had somebody come up to me. I'm still waiting for the day. Still waiting for the day for someone to come up and say, I got a problem with your fucking shirt. Then we're going to have a conversation right there in the streets. All right. Who, Phantom, I agree you've done the same to Jesus, but that's why I believe in Jesus. It's about repentance. So you wouldn't change your beliefs to Christianity or from Christianity. Okay, I had you mixed up a little bit. I had you confused there. I was assuming that you were saying, I'm not going to go to Jesus because there's terrible people that have gone to Jesus. So my apologies to you, Dead Man System. It happens. We get, when we communicate like this, sometimes wires get crossed, which they did right there. You have no idea about the song Coheed and Cambria, the Pet Shop Boys. I didn't Google it, so it was a good guess. It's not Coheed and Cambria. It's not the Pet Shop Boys. Maybe I'll sing it to you. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. Could have walked away. I should have walked away. Cutting Crew, Lisa Flame of Virgo. Lisa Flame of Virgo. I'm just going to put you up as Lisa. Is that okay? I'll just put you up as Lisa F. 1 point for Lisa F. Good job. The Cutting Crew. That wasn't just an easy question. So good for you. Everybody give it up for Lisa. Great job. All right. Almost time for a gummy. What do you guys say? You've got the tape. Dude, will you sing I Follow You Into the Dark by Postal Service? If I knew the song, I'd sing it, bro. If I knew it, I'd sing it in a second. I don't know that one. I know a little bit about a lot. Does that make sense? But I'm not an expert on much. All right. All right, we got another song music question. Bonus points if you can tell me the artist and the movie that this is from. All right. Here we go. Who had a 1985 hit with Power of Love? Is that the power of love? I think I kind of sounded like him right there. If you can give me the artist and the movie, you get 2 points. But if you just know the artist, put it up there. I'll give you 1. Somebody give me the movie, I'll give you 1. That's the power of love. Dun, 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 dun. Guab? No. Good effort, though. I will tell you that it could be considered one of the greatest movies of the 80s. I think so. But, things like that are always subjective. Back to the Future. Absolutely. It is Back to the Future. It is not Kenny Loggins, though. But who said Back to the Future first? Dan Pierce. Dan, congratulations, buddy. That's a point for you. Anybody know the artist? Redo the invite. It's not working. Okay. Yes, Huey Lewis and the News. Absolutely. Underrated band. I liked Huey Lewis because music wasn't earth-shattering or anything. He didn't have this great voice, but I liked him. There was something about Huey Lewis that I liked. I can't really pinpoint it. I like that guy. Yeah. I don't know why. I just do. I'm going to try to resend that. Copy. It says copied. Okay. Go back. All right. There you go, Wolfie. I know. Not up yet. Try that one. Gay Dude, I'd agree. Back to the Future's great. Tip to Be Square, another good one. Could not have told you the band, but a good song. Yep. That is the power of love, guys. I'll tell you an interesting musical story real quick. The other night, as I take my gummy, give me 1 second. Thanks for the Gay Dude comment, Tobias. I appreciate that. It's not letting you in, Wolfie? All right. I'll try it one more time. I don't know why it's doing that. Strange. Drink lots of water. I'm going to try to get this up real quick for him and then guests. Invite guest. Branded welcome for guests. Your new welcome page. Okay, copied. It says copied. I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work, we might just have to go solo tonight, unfortunately. I really want you guys in here because I love talking to all of you. I had 2 gummies already. Tropical. Nice. Now, let me ask you, Lisa. There it is again, Wolf. When you go out of your way to be mean, remember that's how you'll be seen. Yeah, I know. I'm only mean towards terrible people. So I'm okay with that. All right, here we go. So don't be a terrible person. Nope. Wolf, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I mean, it's a normal stream. It shouldn't. Is it maybe because I'm in horizontal? I could go vertical. We're not going to get any viewers. But let's just continue on. Try it again, Wolf. What'll happen is if I can't get you or other people in, a minute towards the people, young man. Yeah. Young man. Not a young man. Thank you, though. I'll take the compliment. Just like the other night, looks like we're going solo. Yeah, no shit, dude. Again, that's not on my end, man. I didn't do anything any differently. I maybe I just find a way to. It's really pissing me off because I pay good money for this. You know, StreamYard's not cheap. So the fact that they're not getting the invites right, I'm getting really pissed off. And his whole life is wrapped up in Hollywood and so-called celebrities. 100. Whose life? Who? Me? Tom? Why would you say that? Why would you say that at all? That's a very strange thing to say to somebody. I tell people what your favorite color is. Magenta, I guess. Today it's magenta. Yours. No, explain how. I don't understand. I don't come in here talking about celebrities like they're God. What are you talking about, bro? Do I like certain celebrities more than others? Absolutely. Has a celebrity ever had me do anything for them? No. I go to them for entertainment. So I don't understand why you would say something like that. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of a weird statement. No, somebody want to back me up on this? There is no Hollywood worship going on in this studio. I absolutely promise you. Really what's happening is the people who bitch about Hollywood all the time, many of them are upset because Hollywood is portraying them as the enemy. Well, you know, when you do terrible things, it's like the white people in fucking Avatar. A lot of people couldn't handle that. They made the bad guys, these white men who came in and raped the fucking planet. And a lot of people were offended by that. I wasn't offended by it. I just thought that's the enemy in this movie. When I leave the theater, do I go out looking for a military white man to get up in their face and call them fucking names? Because maybe Hollywood, you think Hollywood wanted me to do that? Come on, bro. Put on your critical thinking cap. Yes, we can play the game again, please. Whites? What do you mean whites? Yeah, in Avatar, the enemy were white people. I mean, that was the movie. Sorry, I'm late. How's the game going? Game's going good. Game's going good. Game keeps getting sidetracked by political talk.
No. This is my last word. No.
All right, so we'll have enough of that as Liver Cheese takes his legal gummy. And I wanted to ask Lisa. Lisa, you said you've had 2 gummies already. What milligram were those gummies? You look almost exactly like one of my friends in New York, but obviously your accent's completely different. I would assume so, yeah. Let me ask you, Marley, what are you doing hanging out with people who look like street trash like me? I'm really excited tonight. Not one of you has mentioned my signature glasses that I'm not wearing. I figure I'll go in there and see if they say anything about not having on my signature glasses. Nobody said anything. I love it. Let me look real quick. Yes, you do that. Are gummies better? Gummies better than what? But white people aren't evil? Never said white people were evil. In that particular movie, what they were doing was evil. It's a movie, bro. It's just a movie. Movies don't change your life and opinion on things. It's entertainment. If you can't go into a movie, let me tell you something, bro. I could sit through 20 God's Not Dead or, I Can Only Imagine. I could sit through 20 of those. And when I come out, guess what? I'm still going to be an agnostic. Because Hollywood doesn't tell me anything to do. It depends. Let me look real quick. I'm used to it. I'm a New York punk obsessed with music, and you got me at Huey Lewis and the News, to be quite honest with you. I like the guy. Always liked him. And you're punk obsessed? I love it, man. Music will never steer you wrong. Okay, there's a lot of things in this world that'll steer you wrong. If you have a passion for music and a love for music, it's always going to be there for you, brothers and sisters. You come home and you had a shitty day, put on them headphones and zone the hell out and get back to reality and get centered, if you will. That's what music does for me. I smoked 2 joints before I smoked 2 joints. Okay, Guab. That's what we do in here, Guab. Not always a one track. Sometimes we talk to each other. Appreciate it, Marley. But you're right about what you said. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dead man. I can't even remember what it was I said, to be honest. I'm praying that you see the real Jesus. I know the real Jesus. I know him. He's cool as hell. Cool as hell. Oh, my ethos is more punk. But I've actually been playing classical music on piano for 36 years, so I'm pulling in 2 very different directions. Hey, man. The larger your musical taste, the more that says about you as a person. You're a critical thinker. You give everything a chance when it comes to music, I would assume. You play classical and you're into punk too. So I assume that you're a vanguard of music. Never limit yourself. Listen to as much as possible. Take it all in. You can tell within 15 seconds of listening to a track, Marley, if it's crap. I'm not telling you sit through 6 hours of whatever music you're not particularly into at the time, because there is a lot of junk out there too. But somebody like you who has that classical knowledge and you're into punk too, you're going to be able to weed out the trash. You're not going to waste a lot of your time. Give it 10, 15 seconds. If it's not drawing you in, move on to something else. I'm sure you know that. I'm not trying to preach to you, bro. You seem to know a lot about music. You probably know 10 times more than I do. It's hip to be square. Ba-na-na-na, boom, 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 ba-na-na-na. Sir, you probably KS. And then I smoke 2 more. Jesus will always be there for you, not music. Music will fade. I beg to differ, brother. Music has been there with me since I was born. But that's okay, man. You have your way, I have mine. and we lived together. What did I say? I don't know what you said, man. I love you though, in a human to human kind of way. Delta 9, 8.37 THC, 6.2. What's the milligrams on it, Lisa? We can see what the milligrams on each of them is. Question mark. I love how USA hockey team adopted Freebird. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that information with me. How was your Valentine's dinner with the beautiful wifey? It was, we spent our Valentine's dinner in a food court in a mall. And I noticed something while in that food court. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. We have a big mall called Wolf Chase. Everybody's afraid of that mall. They're all afraid of it. I went into it. Clearly, it was a Saturday at 5 or 6, somewhere in there. I was amazed. There were a lot of people in that mall, and there were a lot of young Black people in that mall, a lot of young, educated Black people in that mall. There wasn't a bunch of shenanigans going on everywhere. It used to be in malls on Friday and Saturday nights. You had to deal with, unruly kids and stuff like that who maybe just cause a ruckus. How about that? I'm starting to notice in Memphis that our Black population is definitely becoming more educated, more family oriented. So I was walking around the mall with my Black Lives Matter shirt on, get a lot of strange looks, but also I felt very safe. I didn't feel like there was anything bad going to happen to me in that mall. I wasn't going to get mugged or shot, which is like what they like to preach around here in Memphis. All right, so that's how my Valentine's Day dinner went. My faves are lemon drops with CBG. CBG makes my legs like jelly. Well, damn, Lisa, that makes whoever you're with tonight happy. I'm just kidding. I like how many fights happened in the USA versus Canada. I missed that. I got to go watch that, man. Motorboat noises with two boobs pictured. I love it. I hope they play for the gold. Good rivalry right now. Hell yeah, man. I love the Olympics. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get down here to the bottom, but there's just so many comments. Hot chicken, what's going on? What's up, Hannah? Are you still in here? Hang out. We're playing a game. Eventually, after I read your comments. Most of my friends are men because men tend to be more caring about music than women do overall. Not a put down to women. Good comment. I appreciate it. Jesus should always be first, in my opinion, but I do like every genre of music. I used to have literally everything. Freebird is lit. I did watch the Team USA one, and I've been smoking wax. It's good stuff, man. 9 fights in 2 minutes. I'm happily single, loving myself. Hell yeah, Lisa. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. It is good to share things, big things in life with a significant other, but also you're never going to make anybody happy until you're happy with yourself. I'm not saying you're not, Lisa. I'm sure you're very happy with yourself. You seem like a very confident young lady or old lady. I don't know. But I get what you're saying. Love yourself. And, if you have dogs, love them. And you don't have to have a man. 9 fights in 2 minutes. Dead man, there's a difference between being led and force feeding. R.E., read the Bible and the chapters that made you confident to say what you said. Probably stop drinking too. I don't know. The Lord's okay with alcohol, as long as you don't over imbibe and let it run your life, I would assume. Don't assume. My husband died a long time ago when I was young. I am so sorry, Lisa. That's terrible. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculously terrible. Sorry you had to go through that in your life. Come in here, talk to us. If you're ever upset about things or thinking about the old husband or anything, and you have some thoughts you want to share, or maybe how he felt as a person or how he was as a human, we'll gladly listen to those thoughts. Okay. I love tacos. I do too. I will never remarry, Good on you, Lisa. Ask Noah. He was a drunk. Was Noah a drunk? All right, next question. Here we go. Let's get these. I love tacos too. I'm drunk as shit. I just meant to say reread while drunk for for committing to testify. Okay. And the point of the Bible, sanctification, so slowly, better through Jesus would have talked to me 5 years ago. All right, let's. Just kidding, dead man. But let's get back to the game. He was talking to animals. I'm strong, sweetie. Thanks for that, though. Might take you up on that if you let me return the favor someday. Is this a religious channel? You seem cool, man. I honestly don't understand it. The North isn't so obsessed with Bible thumping, so I don't get it. Okay. I appreciate that honest comment, Marley. Doesn't matter. I'm chilling. Marley, I appreciate that, man. It's not a religious channel. I'm a First Amendment auditor. So it's just our channel's about freedom shit. It's about freedom. You know, if your freedoms are being violated, Liberties is going to come visit and we're going to film it. And we're going to make them feel terrible for violating your rights. That's what I do. So I get it, man. A lot of people up north, you don't have all that around you. So, yeah, I don't know. Try to hang in there, and I know you're listening, and hopefully you're enjoying it though. And it's so crazy how you can go anywhere in this country and just things just be so dramatically different in different areas. It's crazy. It's beautiful in a way. In a way, it's beautiful. You know, we live in a country of multiple cultures, multiple love. Oh, shit. Liver Cheese has ADHD. I don't know, man. Wolfie, I've never been officially diagnosed with that. You could be correct. But again, I don't have that official diagnosis yet. Or diagnosis. Melting pot. Thank you, Lisa. People should just exist and appreciate it. Exactly. Exactly. As long as you're not hurting other people, man. Sauerkraut is beautiful. Sauerkraut. I'm literally in the north. What he's saying is he's probably in an area where religion's not as held to. It's not a. In certain areas of the country, even if it's north, you can be in an area where you're surrounded by just highly religious people. And again, that's okay. Just don't be a bad one. I'm in Virginia. You freaking hippie, back to the game. Back to the game we go. Sauerkraut is beautiful, Swan. It's absolutely beautiful. I hate it. What part dead? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. What was the name of the volcano that erupted in 1980 in the state of Washington? Oh boy, could they get any easier than that one, game? What's the name of the volcano that erupted in 1980 in the state of Washington? Mount St. Helens. Swan jumping in. Marley close second. Swan getting in on the action. Swan. Beautiful. Wolfie. Cheer on. To everybody else who got it right, Marley, Lisa, great job. Interesting the way they worded that, huh? It says, what was the name of the volcano? It wasn't a volcano. It's a mountain. Mount St. Helens. It's interesting because I guess any mountain could be considered a volcano if it's got an active fault line underneath it, right? I consider it a mountain. But it erupted lava. It actually didn't erupt any lava. I remember as a kid being so disappointed with the eruption of Mount St. Helens. I was so disappointed as a kid. I thought that shit, when a volcano blew up, I thought that there was going to be lava everywhere. I was promised fire. I didn't see none of that. All I saw was ash. And I was like, this is lame. And I'm not, I know some people died in that. So I'm not I'm not making fun of that. I apologize to the people who died in that explosion, their families, if you hear it. I'm not making light of that. I just expected different from a volcano. You know, as a kid, you see these videos of volcanoes in other countries, and they've got the ones that got the spewing lava. Lava scares the shit out of me. It always has, even as a kid. Maybe that's just an irrational fear from being a kid. That and quicksand. Quicksand scared the shit out of me. I didn't like. I was afraid every time I went out in the woods. I would think we're going to run into some quicksand because of these movies and shit. And there just was no quicksand. I never saw quicksand. I still haven't seen quicksand. Just wait for Yellowstone. Yeah, that's a good comment there, man. Yellowstone, when that thing blows, we're going to lose half the country. Terrible to think about, but it's likely that could happen. Maybe not in my lifetime, but if you're 20 or 30 years old, there's a good chance that, Yellowstone, the super volcano, is gonna explode and cause some serious damage for this country. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Sorry, I'm looking for my bottle of water. All right. On to the next question. Ditto. I've been there when it erupts. I'll try to go back and see if y'all had any good stuff to add. Just wait for Yellowstone. Yellowstone will be nasty. Absolutely. You look like Obama in the hood. Okay. I've been there, but when it erupts, ditto. They were always talking about how bad it was. So it started, fear mongering. Exactly. It's a good point. It's a very good point, Wolfie. Putting on that CTG cap. I appreciate it, man. Started a little fear mongering with volcanoes. I don't know how many people lost their lives. I want to say it was like 8, maybe. Maybe in 5 minutes. Is that link for the aforementioned challenge on live still a thing? I mean, if you can get it to work, Wolfie couldn't get it to work. You can try to pop in, bro. Guab, if it'll let you do it, but we're having technical difficulties tonight. I think that YouTube doesn't want us to all get together and talk about how lonely we are on Valentine's night. They don't want us getting in here with 10 people in the live stream. And I can get 10 people up here talking to me at a time. I don't know. It's weird. And I wish I could say I could check into it right now, but there's no way. You never get help. All right. But you can try it, bro. I'll see it if it pops up down there, and I'll invite you in. I'm going to Hawaii soon and live by a volcano. I'm not worried. That's awesome, Lisa. Enjoy your trip to Hawaii. I'll get there one day. Jesus is coming back. Thank you for that comment, Dead Man. For the next question, which boxer? Swan, I know. It's a sports song. It's a sports question. Which boxer became the youngest ever heavyweight champion of the world in 1986? Simple. We can talk about him too. The lucky Gen Xers are having a special time tonight. Tyson. Aaron. Yeah. It was Aaron first. Aaron LFG. I love it. Aaron, let's fucking go. 1 point for you, Eric. Let's fucking go. Everybody else, good guesses. You didn't get it in time though. We're talking about Mike Tyson. I know nothing about boxing either. LOL, dang sports. LOL. It was easy. Mike Tyson's a very, very interesting person to me. He's always been kind of an enigma, trying to figure him out. And I think when he was young, there wasn't a lot to figure out. But I think old Mike has gotten into a little bit of weed smoking, and it's made him a much more chill person as he gets older. He takes care of animals. Anybody that takes care of animals is a friend of mine. He's a pigeon guy. He's really into pigeons, and And you know what, man? He's kind of a tragic figure because I look back at him and he talks about, not really tragic because he's redeemed himself now that I think about it. Let me back that comment up. He's talked about how that's not him anymore. He doesn't have that fire to want to get into a ring and kill somebody. Yeah, he's gotten older. He's gotten older and he's gotten wiser, and he understands that I'm more than just a boxer. I would like to sit down with Mike and just have a few drinks and talk to him, because I bet you he's a fascinating person, but nobody wants to talk to him about anything other than boxing. And I think it sucks. Love hearing him talk about Cuss, his trainer. Absolutely. Mike Tyson is interesting as a boxer, I suppose, if you like that kind of thing, but it's not like he's going to make any big discoveries in the realm of science. No, he's not. But I just mean Marley. He's just an interesting person. I like interesting people. When he put that damn tattoo, and yeah, he's had some, he bit Evander Holyfield's ear off. He's not anywhere near a perfect person. But I feel like at that time, people were just feeding him, kill, get in there and kill that other person. And I think Tyson just got to an age where he said, you know what? I'm tired of that. I don't want to do that anymore. And that's okay. That's okay, Iron Mike. I want to see him dance. Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to see him dance too. Yeah, he did bite somebody's ear, Evander Holyfield. Not a good moment for him. He's had growth and tragic loss. Very good. Very good. Very well said there. Sira Vosnip. I'm just going to butcher it, bro. But I appreciate that comment. Good one. Thank you for that. But not being violent anymore is good. Yeah, exactly. He's raising pigeons. He's happy. Hopefully somebody didn't screw him out of all its money because that tends to happen to a lot of those athletes. I love watching happy people dancing. I can join in because I'm happy. Jump around if you feel like happiness is a boom. I don't know what that song is. I think it's you know what about that song? I think that it's trite. I think it's trite. I think it's a childish song, but I think it's heavily needed. Does that make sense? We need it. Because I'm happy. We need happy songs. We need to be able to clap and dance and not think about all the terrible things going on around us. So Pharrell, thank you for that song, I guess. And it's an earworm too. Well, I think the United States, unfortunately, we as Americans love violence. It's true. It's true, unfortunately. I think Mike made it money-wise. Yes, 100. Yeah, we need happy songs. Happy, joy, happy. I don't even know if that's how that went, but Ren and Stimpy. All right, this is a good one. I'm not going to hold you to spelling on this. I won't do that. That would be too mean. My brother-in-law is a famous dancer in Corvallis, Oregon. YouTube dancer Mike in Corvallis. Nice! I got to look that up, Swan Song. YouTube dancer Mike in Corvallis. Am I saying the city name right? Corvallis? Shiny, happy people. Another good one. Celebration. We talked about that the other night, how they're probably still making money off that. No un-American Americans like violence. I don't know, man. Violence is one of those things that, look, man, everybody has a strange fascination with it. I'm not even saying people like it. I just think we have a fascination with it. We want to see how people will respond. Okay, next question. Let's get off that. All right, here we go, guys. Which British band, sang Too Shy in 1983? Time, boom, boom. Ooh, try a little harder. Boom, boom. Hey, girl. Boom, boom. Move a little closer. Boom, boom. You're too shy, shy. Hush, hush. I do I. Too shy, shy. Hush, hush. I do I. I don't know what that move was. That was stupid as hell. None of those. None of those. Beatles, that was every day in the 70s. He's my sister's ex-husband, but he will always be like a bro to me. Of course, man. He sounds like a wonderful individual person. I love when people express their individuality. I had a guy that used to come around a mall I worked in, and he would just dance. It was down in Florida. Dude would show up, and he'd have on headphones, and he would walk down the mall, and he would just twirl and dance in the middle of the mall. People were all looking at him like he was nuts, but you know what else they were doing when they were looking at him? They were smiling. So good on him. Fly that freak flag. Just because other people may look at you as a nut, don't worry about it. You're bringing joy to some people's lives. That explains Gen X forever. Hell yeah. That explains if Swan is married, she has a brother-in-law. That she was married. He is my sister's ex-husband, but he will always be like a bro to me. That was every day in the 70s. Beatles. Oh, I'm reading the same shit. It's the Beatles, and you had fun. Who cares? Aaron's right. Kajagoogoo. Marley 9 with the banger. That ain't an easy one. He spelled it right, too. Spelled it right. Way to get in on the action there, Marley. Marley 9 with 1. My sister used to think that guy was so hot. Lamal is his name. Lamal. Another interesting fact about Kajagoogoo, absolutely look up their video for what movie? It was for The Never-Ending Story. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you know what that video is so cool. It is so weird. So weird, but so cool. Story, oh, never-ending story. Do you have a PSN handle? I don't, man. I'm mainly on. I do Xbox Live. I'll do some gaming on Xbox Live. You'll catch me streaming it if you just want to sub. Sometimes I'll go 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and try out the Xbox games. They got some new ones on there too that I'm looking forward to trying out. Maybe tonight. That was a good book and a movie. Hell yeah, it was. Foot in my mouth. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about, Wolf. Yeah, I didn't spell it right. But it's okay. It's not an easy thing to spell. Too hard. That's what she said. I got it on cassette. You have to send a link for me to join. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to chat on stream. Yeah, look, man, you won't be able to chat on my gaming streams because it runs through YouTube, and YouTube won't. I mean, you can come on there and chat, but you can't pop up next to me in a little bubble while I'm playing a game. It won't let you do that. I want to talk to you too, man. Guab, I want to know what you're about, man. I want to talk to you. What's a cassette? Screw you, Wolfie. You won't tell us how old you are. So I don't want to hear anything about you and illegitimate forms of media that that are. But if you're a picker and you find any cassettes that are sealed, particularly if they're rock cassettes, make some money. People still buy them. People still buy cassettes. All right. Next question. Here we go. Oh boy. You ready? You're ready? You better be. Get on your fucking. Sorry, I'm going to pull my language back a little bit here. Get on your typing thing, whether you're on your phone or you're on your computer, and be ready for this one because it's a very, very easy question. And we have a 6-way tie for first place right now. You got Jimmy Buffett cassettes? Hell yeah, you do. Because you're cool like that. They're at the flea market, a dime a dozen. They are, but you have to find the sealed ones. You have to find one that's sealed, and if it's a sealed Bon Jovi or a sealed anything rock, really, you're going to make some money off of it. You're not going to make like $100, but you can sell a sealed cassette, rock cassette, for between $15 and $35. So there's a little bit of money to be had there. I'm 43 and a woman, by the way. I know we're just names on here, but oh, you're 43 and a woman. Okay. I apologize to you, Marley. I will try to remember that as we carry on. Metallica. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's your answer. Those ain't cheap, LOL. All right, here we go. You ready? Be ready. Which 1980s song, so it's sometime in the 80s, doesn't say what year, is associated with Rick rolling? Not selling mine, they will belong to my granddaughters after I'm gone. Good for you for carrying on the crappy sound of cassettes. No, you'd have to really want to listen to a song if you had a cassette. You had to rewind it. Yeah, cassette owners, you were looking for a cassette that you didn't have to fast forward or rewind. You just stick that in and let it play over and over and over. And if you had a good one, you could do that. I give up. Spin me round. Ain't gonna. What 1980s song is associated with Rick rolling? Anybody? Ain't gonna. I give up. Spin me round. Come one, I win, right? Come on, guys. They do it on Facebook all the time. Thank you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna say goodbye. Aaron, let's fucking go. I assume that's what the LFG is. Good job. Give it up for Aaron. Taking the lead. We got Dead Man System with 1, Lisa F with 1, Dan with 1, Swan with 1. Wolfie, where the hell you at, bro? Aaron LFG with 2, and Marley 9, 43-year-old female, with 1. Hey, now, pizza is here. Moving to pizza with the Brat Teen. That sounds like a wonderful night, Swan. I appreciate you being here. We're going to miss you. Maybe I'll pop on later. Who knows? Maybe Wolfie can pop on later, too. I don't know. You have a good night. That sounds like a great night that you're going to spend with your loved one. Brat Teen. I bet she's cool as hell. I know you're just kidding. I just binge watched Metallica today. It was the only Metallica album I ever liked. It's the one with the San Francisco Symphony. Ooh. Wolf. Pause. I'll be right back. Oh, hope y'all didn't hear that. Almost busted my ass. Oh my God. That would have been terrible. All right, I'm back. Wolfie. Okay. Wolfie, we talk about in this channel a lot. Looking for my glasses, they're hanging on my thing. We talk about this in here a lot about how sometimes the wind blows a certain way. Now, I don't know. However, I did pick up one thing at the Goodwill today. It's Metallica. I haven't looked it up. I don't know anything about it, to be honest, but I picked it up because I have my other Metallica lot, and I'm going to add this to it. So when you said what you said, I had to go out to the front seat of my vehicle and bring in whatever Metallica I bought today to show you live. We're going to experience it together. Is it the same one you listened to today? Because that would be interesting. Was this it? Let me see. What does it say? Metallica with Michael Kamen conducting the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra. Now, take a moment there and talk about, and let's really think about how unique that was, what just happened. You said you've never listened to Metallica, but you listened to some today that you loved, and you said San Francisco. I swear to you, I did not read that when I picked that up today. Today, sitting in the front seat of my vehicle, there it is. Wolfie. The universe works in strange ways. All right, here we go. Next question after that pause. In what year was the first episode of The Simpsons? What year was the first episode of The Simpsons? I never could find the album. This is the album. This is it, bro, right here. I'm going to look it up after I get done here to see if it's got any value. 89. Sears of Nap is the winner, or not the winner of that question. I just put up Serenza. I don't know why I put that up, but that's what you're known as. 1989, absolutely. 1986, said Lisa. 1987, said Aaron. 1995, 1987. I'm the winner, or the winner of that question. I see Iron Maiden stuff a lot, but not Judas Priest as much for some reason. I like them better. I never got... Never going to give you up first. You got it first. Not that it's a big deal. I know it's just a game. Well, Marley, I trust you, bro. I'm giving you your point. If I missed it, then I trust you. I know it's just a game. It's just a game. However, it is nice to win every now and then, you know? All right. All right, nerds. Which electronic data storage device developed by Sony and Philips was released in 1982? Which electronic data storage device developed by Sony and Philips was released in 1982? This is a trick question. All good. He does that a lot. PlayStation. Not PlayStation. Electronic data storage device developed by Sony and Philips, released in 1982. Now, it's the reason I say it's a trick question is it started as a data storage device, and it's still, yes, compact disc. Thank you very much. You see what I'm saying about how it kind of is a trick question? Because they did, and they're still storage devices, but they're storage of music now. Floppy disk. Sorry. So CD's correct. Serenza. Serenza nap. Point. Floppy disk. Disc. Floppy disks. All right. And boom, just like that, we're fucking changing the game. It's time to change the game. We're keeping the scores, but we're changing the game. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Dirty Minds. I will read a description of something out of this book, and you will try to tell me what I am describing. Simple, right? Marley, scroll up one above your name, please. The Family, The Simpsons debuted as shorts on the Tracy Ullman Show. Okay, all right. You got me on that one. That's kind of a, I like that, Bruce. You're right. You're absolutely right. But this one says The Simpsons Show. But you're absolutely right. And they look so damn creepy. I remember the Rockabye Baby, the baby up in the tree, floppy dicks. Don't ask for the Joker. No, we're not doing that game. The Simpsons looked so weird. Go back and look up Simpsons Tracy Ullman Show. And you're not going to be happy with what you see. They do not look anything like they do today. They're strange. They don't talk a lot. It's interesting. You should go back and check it out from 1987. So thank you for that little piece of nostalgia there, Bruce. I do appreciate it. All right, so new game. You know the rules. I have each one of these has 3 descriptions. I will read each description one at a time and give you a chance to guess. If you don't get it on the first one, I will read the second one. Okay? Simple thing. I got you, brother. I just had to clarify. They were freaky for sure. Yeah, they were. No, you're good, Bruce. You're good. Sometimes, Bruce, I have a very sarcastic personality. And a lot of times people think that I'm angry with them, and I'm not. When I see a fact like that I forgot about completely, I love that shit. I love you pointing it out. And thank you. Good stuff. All right, here we go. I'm going to describe something from my Dirty Minds book. Now, this is a game. I have a board and everything, but we don't even need the board. All we need is this. This is all the information we really need. The object of the game is to figure out the word that I'm describing, but it's called Dirty Minds because you'll probably put up something dirty, and that's okay. That's part of the game. It's a Gen X thing. All right, here we go. Okay, here is my first description. These are going to be fun. I can tell already by the way they write them down. Okay, this is an item. Item. I don't know about an item. I'm not going to give you any more information. It's probably not an item. I guess it is an item. I don't know. We'll figure out afterwards. Here we go. First description. When I get hot, I start to drip. When I get hot, I start to drip. Looking for answers. If anybody wants to take a guess, guesses do not affect you, or you won't lose points if you guess. Ice. Close. Close. Very close. Wax. Not as close. Sounds like the clap you have. See, this is why I knew this was going to be a good game. Big 5K ride coming with a banger. It's what I'm talking about, brother. Keep it up. It's not the answer, but it's a funny answer. I got to plug my phone in. I'm at 15%. I don't want to lose you guys. Coffee. Glacier. Nope. I will say that, Lisa, you were very, very close. You have to be a little more detailed. Just a little bit. Let's try to give me a little more details with that answer. Ball sweat. Wow, I must be lagging. They had the answer in before you even read the question. Ice cream, not ice cream.
No.
Glass of ice water. No. Next description of the same thing. You have to stick me in to get me hard. You have to stick me in to get me hard. Marley. Marley just said the quiet part out loud. He's like, she's like, I ain't even playing with this game. I said he. Did you catch that, Marley? because of your answer. It really confused me. A candle. No. Let's stick with what Lisa was talking about, and let's get a little more descriptive. Water. No. You have to stick me in to get me hard. Laughy face. And the final clue is sweaty people like to suck on me. All right. When I get hot, I start to drip. Ice tray, getting closer. When I get hot, I start to drip. You have to stick me in to get me hard, and sweaty people like to suck on me. Yeah, man, this is good stuff. Popsicle. No. Stay where you were at, Lisa. Narrow it down. Get in a little closer. Ice Cube. Aaron, let's fucking go. Coming in with the banger. Yes, Ice Cube. I know, Lisa, you're going to be upset with me that I didn't take Ice Cube. It's the same as ice. But I'm just trying to follow the rules, and it does say Ice Cube. When I first read it, I thought maybe it was going to have some rap lyrics or something. Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from a gang called With Attitude. All right.
No means no.
All right. Next one. Here we go. All right. I like this one. All right. First clue. Stick me in your slot and I'll put on a show. Stick me in your slot and I'll put on a show. It says your slot too. Remember the hell yeah, man. First one of my first concerts was Beastie Boys. What a show. Beastie Boys, Run DMC, and Fishbone. What a show. DVD, Aaron, let's fucking go. Well, Aaron's getting it. It's a DVD. Woo, Aaron, smoking people. Come on, other guys. You gotta make this competitive. I'll give you the other clues for the DVD. The first one was stick me in your slot, and I'll put on a show. Aaron, let's fucking go. Got it correct on the first clue, but we'll hear the other clues too. Second clue, I've got double D's. See, that's clever. That's very clever. It's a DVD. It's got double D's, but it wants you to think it's talking about double D's, which my wife has, by the way. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, honey. Okay, I'm booting Aaron. What did Aaron say? What? Let me see. Oh, you're booting him for, okay. You can tell I'm already getting high because I'm already forgetting who Aaron was and what he said. It's just part of the process, guys. Roll with it. All right, the next one. I've got 3 books of these too. I think they're all different. Okay. Here we go, guys. You ready? Okay, I'm booting Aaron. I'm high. Sweet. I'm glad you're high, Lisa. Glad you're high on life. You're just high on life. You're high on entertainment. You're high on love. All right. Yeah, I got a keyboard right down here. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. I love this game, man. We have to make this a regular thing. And by the way, I do have a computerized video or game show, which will eventually find its way onto the show. It was created by me, and Wolfie got a little sneak preview of it, but I have to get it down where the camera's not moving around because I got a shitty laptop. I do everything off my phone. I know. I need to get a laptop. If I'm going to be serious, I got to get a laptop. It's coming. All right, here we go. The next one. I'm a 4-letter word. I'm a 4-letter word. Go ahead. That's your first clue. I'm a 4-letter word. Go ahead, you perverts. Put down what you know you want to put down. The most famous four-letter word in the history of four-letter words. Go ahead and put it down. Oh, Lisa, she got me. Look up the game. You don't know Jack. We played it differently, Lisa. Joke, word, love, joke, word. All right. I'm a four-letter word. Second clue. I end in uck. U-C-K. I end with U-C-K. I'm a four-letter word. I end with U-C-K. Duck. Good guess. Not it. Fuck. The obvious one. Good guess. Not it. Luck. Another good guess. Not it. Final clue. If you slap me hard enough, you might score. That's great. Great. I love this game. If you slap me hard enough, I might score. Puck. Yeah, whoopee. Whoopee. Everybody else fall right behind. Good job, all of you. Wolfie's got one of those speech to text. Wouldn't that be awesome if he did have that? He's beating everybody by saying the answer while everybody's typing. Nice one, Wolfie. Wolfie on the board. Good. All seems normal now with Wolfie on the board. All right, good stuff. Moving on. Next subject or next item, whatever. The hotter I get, the harder it is for you to slip in me. The hotter I get, the harder it is for you to slip into me. I really need to learn the Jeopardy. That first key, it's hard to get. I can't find the key. Is that it? It's higher. Nope. There it is. What the hell is going on? Why is it morphing like that? Hang on. Wait, what's it doing? Hear that? Nope. What are you doing, you wacky keyboard? I got something pressed. It's making it do weird shit. All right. Now I don't have the sound. All right, let me read these. Hot water. My bath water. Concrete. Hint. Heater. Laugh. Hot water. Bathtub. Wet shorts. Hot tube. What's a hot tube? What's a hot tube, Wolfie? Why don't you explain yourself a little better? That sounds nasty. Oh. Oh. There it is. Tub. Hot tub. Wolfie. Yeah, there you go. I had to get you to say it because you said hot tube, and to me, Wolfie, that sounds like some sexual stuff. Were you thinking about the hot tube, Wolfie? It's okay, man. We're free thinkers here. If you're thinking about the hot tube, it's okay. It's Valentine's Day, bro. If you want to think about the hot tube, you can think about the hot tube. I love you, Wolfie. You know I'm messing with you. All right, here we go. On to the next one. This next one's good. All right, here we go. My balls get shot off. There's your first clue. My balls get shot off. Actually, now that I'm thinking in that way, in the way I should be thinking for this game, it's actually pretty easy. Cannon, yes. Thank you. See, cannon is syringe, Sarev. I got to give you a nickname, bro. I got to give you a nickname. Yeah, it's a cannon. It's definitely a cannon. Great job. I see with this game, once you start to really understand the way it works, it gets a lot easier. Now, we can still be nasty and put up the nasty stuff. I don't mind that at all, guys. It is what it is. It's a Saturday night, Valentine's Day. We are having fun. All right, moving on to the next one. I am full of semen, and if you say liver cheese, I'm booting you out of here right now. Yeah, we're leftists. We're all the perverts. It's okay. Yeah, we are. We're the perverts. We're just more open about our sexuality. Submarine, 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 submarine. Lisa. Back in the game with the submarine. Oh, I didn't read the rest of them, but I'll read the rest of them for this one. Submarine. I'm full of semen. I can go down for long periods. And when I plunge, it can be deep. Yeah. Yeah, you had me at your first clue, Dirty Minds. You had me. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right. Next question or next subject. Oh boy. Oh, I just read it. I'm going to read this in a perverted tone. Let's try something different. What's life without variety, correct? Stay curious, folks. First clue, in a perverted voice. You need to open my slit before you can put your meat in me. You need to, big K5, right? You smoke. Hell yeah, I smoke. It's not legal here though. I gummy. Matthew. Bread. Gross. Yeah, it was gross, wasn't it? Bread, you're very close. You're very close, Wolfie. Sandwich bag. You need to open my slit before you can put your meat in me. You know, sandwich bag is actually, I almost feel like that could get a point. I mean, but you're not exclusively putting meat into a sandwich bag. You're putting a sandwich into a sandwich bag, which has meat. Aaron. Narrow it down just a bit. Paco, close enough. Aaron, I'm gonna give you that. It's a bun. Aaron put hot dog bun, but that's. Oh God! Now I'm gonna get ripped. Who did I? The Ice Cube. Now I'm gonna get ripped. I can't do that. That's a double standard. It's a double standard. It is. I caught myself earlier. I insisted that Ice Cube be said and held Lisa accountable for it. But it's different. It's different because he said hot dog bun, and bun is actually what it is. So I think it's a little bit different. Lisa, I hope you're okay with it. I'm going to give that point to Aaron. Wait, did Aaron say it the first time? Let me see. Yeah, he did. Okay. Aaron said it the first time. The rest of the clues are, if I'm hard, I'm Usually too old for you. If you're hard, I'm usually too old for you. Unless you're just desperate. And sometimes you got to eat I get those hot dog combos at the Circle K. Anybody get those? $3. It's a great deal. It's a big hot dog, a bag of regular sized chips, and a large drink, 44 ounce. It's $3. Can't really pass that up if you need something quick and in a hurry. And their buns, though, they're not that great. They keep them under, and if it's, I get it. You need a good bun for a good dog. Sometimes, though, you just got to say fuck it and eat the hard bun. They got no control over that. They're wrapped up. They get them wrapped and stick them in the thing underneath. So they're not making them. If they were making them, then I'd complain to them a little bit. And the other ones are, what, a woman at a nursing home. Your wiener is sometimes a little too long for me. Oh shit! It is. It is. The wiener hangs out the side. It hangs. If you got a good dog, that wiener's hanging out the fucking sides. You want that. You want that on the end. They dip them in water at the competition. Yeah, they do. It is gross. I don't know, man. Those food channels where you got the one guy. You guys, Hansen, is that his name? You seen that guy? Fucking massive eater. Massive eater had something happen to his face. And I feel so bad for the guy. That was what he did for a living. He had a huge YouTube channel. Guy was a natural. He had this big mouth. I mean, I saw it right when I saw him on the video. I'm like, holy shit, look at this guy's mouth. He's gonna be hard to stop. So he goes to all these food challenges all over and tries to eat 30 pounds of hot dogs or 20 burritos. No one's ever done it, or just a few people. And if you eat it all, it's free. Fun stuff, right? Except for the millions of starving people around the world. Oh, did I say that out loud? I apologize. That was my liberal side. It was coming out and being no. It's normally it's strictly kind of I would say it's just an American thing. No, man, but those little Japanese fuckers come over and they just wow. So it's not an American thing. It's a worldwide thing. People do it. But back to this guy, Hansen, I think is his name. Not Chris Hansen. I think it's Joel Hansen, maybe. I want to say that's what's in my head. It might not be. But he's got a big old mouth. If you've seen him, you've seen him. He's amazing. He will just go through stuff like it's nothing. And I'm just like, holy shit. He had something happen to half his face. And he's a younger man. And now he can barely even, his face doesn't even move hardly. And I feel so sorry for the guy. I'm like, man, that was your career. That was your career. Now what are you going to do? It was, dude, Aerosmith has a big mouth. I bet he can suck a microphone. He does have a big mouth, doesn't he? That's a big ass mouth. On the character sketches of Steven Tyler, like if you see cartoons of him or whatever, it's always this fucking giant mouth. How do you think he feels about that, guys? He can't pick up an article, a newspaper article or something with an artwork of Aerosmith in there, and there he is with a giant mouth. That can't make him feel great. I don't know about him as a person. I don't know enough about him. I know he's kind of gross around younger women. I don't know. He says some things that are kind of inappropriate, but he's also a massive rock star. You know what I mean? And how much of it is his persona and how much of it is actually him? Not excusing it. I don't want you to think I'm excusing that, but yeah, there's my rant about Steven Tyler's big ass mouth. On to the next. Here we go. I lost one sub. I lost one viewer while I was ranting about Steven Tyler's giant mouth that somebody else brought up. Billy Idol could too. Billy Idol was the shit now. I treat Billy Idol with the utmost respect. I got nothing bad to say about that guy. What is he, 65, 64, still out rocking? Rock the cradle of love. The cradle of love. It's a cradle of love. There's a lesser known Billy Idol hit. Uh, hmm, uh, Eyes without a face. Got no human race. Your eyes without a face. And we had a big argument the other night about what was the biggest hit. What was the biggest hit from Billy Idol? Was it White Wedding or was it, hell, he could have three. White Wedding, Dancing with Myself, Rebel Yell. All three of those songs could be considered classic rock songs. Which one is his best? I'll give a bonus point. You're still crushing on Billy Idol? Billy Idol's a man. He is the man. Rebel Yell. Okay, I got one for Rebel Yell. She cried, Mom, Mom, Mom. I always used to like this shit that he did, you know? He always ready to go, you know? And I'll sweat. Ow! I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Love you, Billy Idol. That's my tribute to you.
No.
Moving on. Next one. When you slip inside of me, it's time to find a bed. When you slip inside of me, it's time to find a bed. Sounds gross. White Wedding's the most popular. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And I love all three of them. I'll never say a bad thing about any of those three. I hate to compare them to each other. I think they're both fantastic. Yes, I love Neil Diamond. Who doesn't love Neil Diamond? Condom, sleeping bag, no. All right. First clue, when you slip inside me, it's time to find a bed. Condom's a very good answer. So sleeping bag. Kind of. All right. I'm not going to use my critical thinking skills on your answer there because I still think it was kind of a good answer. Sleeping pill. Dude, you're a pervert. And I'm going to be one. No, I'm a dirty old man is what I am. And I'm going to be like Fred Sanford said. And I'm going to be one till I'm a dead old man. All right. Pervert and dirty old man. Actually, dirty old man implies some really bad things. So, yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want to just take that that word, that description of me with a smile. Yeah, I'm not a dirty old man. I am free thinking sexually. You know, we're not hurting anybody. We laugh, we joke, and it's fun stuff. You never know. Liver cheese could be lame as hell in bed. I really could be. And you would never know that because I speak freely. And it feels so good. Okay, stay away from the kids. I'm not near any kids, bro. I don't have kids. Kids aren't near me. They try to pop in my feeds all the time or my streams, and I tell them no. For some reason, StreamYard doesn't restrict viewers. They let YouTube do it after the fact. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. If I want to restrict my viewing, then why would they be looking at it again? See what I'm getting at? It just seems like they're double checking me because I choose to speak adult and speak freely. All right, here we go. And I think it's really sad that I can't. I'm a weird looking dude. I know, man. I can't just go up to kids. Kids are awesome. A lot of them are awesome. A lot of them are little shits. But in general, you know, I love the innocence about them. I love that they're so like not formed by adults in a way that makes they're innocent. They're very innocent to the way the world actually works, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And I could be the nicest guy in the world. I could be Mr. Rogers. And I kind of think in a lot of ways I want to be Mr. Rogers. You can call me the dirty Mr. Rogers. How about that? Let's go ahead and trademark that nasty or dirty Mr. Rogers. I think that describes liver cheese very well. No, I just think it's sad that we live in a time where we're afraid of adults, especially adult men. It's kind of like, if a kid runs up to me in a grocery store where I pick, there's kids up there all the time. They're running around the bins. I try to be nice to them because I'm a nice person. Sometimes they get in my way. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why they should be there, but we could discuss all that at a different time. The point is, kids will run up, and I'm a funny looking dude. So a funny looking dude, they want to grab my beard. They just want to stare at me. Kids have always gravitated towards liver cheese. Okay. They've gravitated towards me, and in a good way. I think they sense my aura. I think they sense that even though he's weird looking, he's a good guy. I think that's what's going on. It's happened to me all my life. Kids have always just wanted to be with me, just be around me. And I don't, again, it could be the funny looks, it could be my aura. But it's sad to me that we've gotten to a place in the world where we're more distrustful of humans than we are trustful. And I get it. The stranger danger thing was pushed and shoved down our throats. But it had mixed results. I'll put it to you that way. It's a good idea, clearly, not to just let your kids go up and just talk to random people like that. But you'd be surprised how many people out there that would, just accept them as a wonderful child, and I want to give them a toy or something. And you perverts, don't be trying to think of anything, because that's disgusting. Number one, I have a Michael Jackson. Wait. Let me backtrack. When you bring up Michael Jackson in a talk like this, a very serious, critical thinking talk, we've reached a point right now where we're having a very real, critical thinking conversation, and I appreciate you guys for indulging me in that, because we can all learn something from it. I think you understand what I'm saying. It's difficult to be kind to kids in public because you just look at other people and you're thinking that guy or that mom or that dad or whoever thinks I'm trying, to do something to this innocent child. When hey, look at this. I found this. This is cool. I do that to everybody. It's not just kids. I find a toy. I check its value. I'm not an idiot. I check its value, and if it's not worth me selling, and I see some kid looking at it like, oh, I want that so bad, I can see it, I'm going to go over to that kid, and I'm going to put that right there in his cart, and I'm going to say, that's for you, little buddy. And I should be able to do that without having people think that I have some ulterior motive, some disgusting ulterior motive. That's it. It's a simple thing, and I wish. It's never going to be solved. We can critically think about it and talk about it all the time, but looks are a big thing. Looks are a big thing, and so are. I wish more people would try to read someone's aura, and I know a lot of you don't believe in an aura, but I believe it. I see it every day. If there's somebody on the other side of the store that looks scary to me, and they got just a bad vibe, you can call it vibe. You don't have to call it aura. I steer clear of that unless they're looking at me like, sometimes those people need help. They really want to talk to somebody about something on their mind. I've been known to take that risk before too. You got to be careful with that one though, because there's crazy sons of bitches everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. I hope you're not a diddler, bro. I'm the furthest thing from that. Look. It boggles my mind to no end. And I'm going to take these shades off so you can see my old ass, okay? It boggles my mind to no end that anyone at all would somehow look at a young child as being a sexual thing. That is so disgusting in every way. I don't, it's never even crossed this mind. And let me tell you something, I've been on the internet and I've looked for things, that maybe I heard there was a horse video one time, and me being a curious guy, I looked that up and then quickly said, yes, it exists. It's no good for me. But the other thing, I would never have any desire. I mean, it just blows my mind that people exist that would think. And how do they get to that place? How do they square it up here where they can attempt to even try anything? How do they square it in their brains? This is a child who's not a fully developed human. They're like an egg. They're like an egg, and I mean that in the most respectful way I can. They really shouldn't be allowed in public until they're 18 years old. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I don't get that mentality. I never have. I think that's someone that I would never have any type of conversation with. I don't care how you got to the place you got to. You need to get out of it very quickly. And that's all I'll say about it. And I got one viewer left, maybe two. I don't know. He doesn't look or sound like a diddler. If you're looking for a diddler, look no further than your president, a priest man who quotes scripture at every opportunity. Those are your diddlers. You kind of sound like one. I'm just saying, what does a diddler sound like? I mean, that's what please indulge me that, man. Indulge me that. Big 5K, right? Indulge me that, because I really don't know what one would sound like. I don't know that there is any particular way to describe these animals, these disgusting creatures. I don't think it's any one particular race. I think it's just disgusting worms. And it has nothing to do with race, where any of that crap. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So no, man. I mean, I honestly want to know, because to me, a diddler is somebody who, or a potential diddler, would be somebody who would be like on a, like not age restricting their content the way I do. Number one, that would be the first thing, because I respect people and don't want their kids to hear the things we talk about as adults in here. So that's number one. What do you say? You're in a bad place, dude. What does that mean? What does that even mean, Big K? Why are you trolling me this late, bro? I'm just really trying to figure it out. And about the wrong things too. I mean, that if you're going to troll somebody, don't troll them about that disgusting shit. Yeah, they're not, people that think in that way not only don't belong in society, they don't belong on this planet. If you want me to be 100% honest, that's the first thing that I would, which is mind-boggling. Again, overuse of a generic term, that we're not pressing for these Trumpstein files a little more. I've listened to this gentleman before. He has plenty of sense. Thank you, Carpe Diem. Game. Can we play? Yes, play. Sorry, it happens that way sometimes. No offense to the dude. I'm just trying to figure out, why you would say that to me. Do I sound a certain way? I mean, I'm really curious. All right, here we go. The next one will be. Wait, we were still on the last one. When you slip inside me, it's time to find a bed. I'm on you when you're between the sheets. I'm on you when you're between the sheets. Simple. First clue was when you slip inside me, it's time to find a bed. Second clue is I am on you when you're between the sheets. Pajamas, Wolfie. Way to go, bro. Pajamas. Simple. Moving right along to the next. When you shove something in my cavity, it will cost you. When you shove something in my cavity, it will cost you. Scroll up. Did I miss something you said, Aaron? And pop back up. Someone else said pajamas. Oh, man. Look, you guys work it out between yourselves. Points given. And I can't deal with it. All right, double points on the next one. We'll make it fair. Or this one. When you shove something in me, no, when you shove something in my cavity, it will cost you. You know, I think cavity is an egregious use of what's called a red herring there. So I take umbrance with the game. Is that the right word? With the game here for that. That just it was such a red herring clue. When you shove something in my cavity, all you had to say was when you shove something in me, it will cost you. Filling drink machine? No. Next one. When my flag is up, I've got something for you. Yeah. I'm going to read you in a minute, Carpe. I'm going to read you in a minute. Definitely going to read you. Okay, so the first two are when you shove something in my cavity, again, take the cavity part away. It will cost you. The second is when my flag is up, I've got something for you. Mailbox. Aaron, let's fucking go. Good one, bro. I'm gonna take a pause to read this comment back here. I think it's something I need to read. Definitely. Carpe diem. I've met tens of thousands of people on a personal level. It's easy to tell the genuine people versus the ones with the silver tongue. This gentleman is the genuine artifact. Wish I could teach this skill to the cult. Carpe, thank you. Very, very high praise. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for being a real one. All right, mailbox is the answer. No worries, brother. The message wasn't for you. It's for your listeners. Nice, Aaron. It was, no, Carpe, I needed that. You say it's for the, look, you say it's for them, but let me tell you something, Carpe, you have no idea. You have no idea how much that means to me. When you're trying to get subs and you want to take your own people into private rooms, but you're trying to get subs and help them to kind of understand what it is you're trying to accomplish. It's not an easy task because I have to go in the mornings, and if you see me in the mornings, I'm trolling. I'm trolly as hell. I'm authentic about it because it's what I feel. But I have to try to express how I feel while also maybe grabbing two or three of them to say, I want to go see what he's more about. And when you get over here and we start talking like normal people do, we start to see we're all humans. You know, we're all humans. We can all have fun together. We can discuss big topics and not hate each other. Carpe calls you an artifact. He called you old. No, man. You can call me old. You call me old. That's fine. I am old. I mean, I'm old. I'm old. Old is a compliment. You have to be to get old. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, Carpe. You took the words right out of my mouth. I hadn't read that comment yet either. Yeah, we've all got to do it, right? We've all got to do it. I just, me personally, I just do it a little differently. You know, it's just a little different for me. It's money's not the thing with me, and I'm paying for it now with my health and a lot of things. And yeah, I've been a deadbeat on that end. Okay, I've admitted I've been a complete deadbeat when it comes to my health. But a lot of that has to do with taking care of others before I take care of myself. Called you a piece of drunk. Wolf. Yes. Hell yeah. On to the next. Here we go. I got lost. I was being real emotional, but I do mean what I say, Carpe, because you know a lot of times you're out there and you just hear from the trolls. They don't give you a chance, and why would they give me a chance if I'm coming on ranting and raving like a fucking lunatic? But I think a lot of people like that side. I honestly think that, and I'm not faking it because I get very angry at these things. You can see it happen like that. It'll happen in a snap. You know, I'll overthink or I'll rethink something political from earlier. And I'll think, yeah, maybe I went a little overboard there. But then somebody else will come and say the exact same damn thing, exactly the same way the other guy said it. And it just, I snap. I'm a human. Okay. I'm a human. That happens. I did not tell. Wolfie's messing with you. You know that. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it to you guys. I mean, you all get it. You get it. All right. Oh, let's go. I love hanging out with y'all, by the way. Okay. I try to do it with try to do it with sheep. I try to do it with sheep. You can't have me reading this stuff on the internet, game. You can't do it. You can't have me reading this. It's right there. I'm reading it. That's funny, Big K. I appreciate that, though. That's funny. We all take it too seriously. It's never as bad as some say and never as good as others say. It'll be fine. Let's fucking go with a great answer. I appreciate it, man. We do get really caught up in it, man. And that's when I try to get out and talk to and meet people in public, because the people always draw me back. They draw me back. When I go on in the morning, I ain't talk to nobody. By the end of the day, after I've talked to people and, you know, taking that goofy side, that not goofy, but overprotective side, and understanding that in the end, I think it's all going to be okay because we're all humans. And I love seeing that shit and I love hearing it. So it's good. All right. I'm going to do this question. I don't care. It is what it is. The first clue is this. I try to do it with sheep. That's the first one. Okay. I look, man, I didn't write the game. I can give you, we can look back here. I can give you all the information you need if you want to call up the Dirty Minds Game Company and let them have it for that one. Second clue. I try all night to get in the right position. I try to do it with sheep. I try all night to get in the right position. This one's a little kind of a little difficult. Maybe just a little. Lost everybody. We got everybody stumped. Sheepdog. I try to do it with sheep. I try all night to get in the right position. And I only sleep in snatches. I only sleep in snatches. What What is going on? What is going on? Is there any rail underneath us to fall off of? I think the rail is in the other room. There are no rails. We tried. You're a freak. Okay. I try to do it with sheep. Nobody got it. I try all night. To get in the right position, I only sleep in snatches. I had to take my glasses off to read that again. I'm lost over the last one. I only sleep in snatches. Yeah. Is it you? No big case, not me. By the way, I love Big K. I'm all about some Big K, brother. I'm a hustler. Been a hustler all my life. I ain't gotta have the finest taste. Big K is okay. If you don't know what Big K is, it's a Kroger drink. Knockoff Kroger drink. That's probably not why you're named that, but I just wanted to add that. Numbers, no. Last time, and I'm going to give you the answer. I try to do it with sheep. I try all night to get in the right position. I only sleep in snatches. I don't understand that part. It is an insomniac. So it's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one. I don't like the I only sleep in snatches. I feel like they're just trying to throw something dirty in at that point. Is snatch another way to say a short amount of time? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a foreign term for a short amount of time. I don't know, but I don't like that answer. That clue. I only sleep in snatches. Weird. It says that the Dirty Minds Classic down on the bottom. So apparently this game's been around for quite a while. Are we just discovering a different version of Cards Against Humanity that I've never known about? It means little naps. Okay. All right, Aaron. Thank you for the education there, brother. I do appreciate it. We all learn something every day if our minds are open to it. Never forget that. Write that down. What movie is that from? I'll give a 1-point bonus for anybody who can tell me that movie that I just said. Write that down. Throughout the movie. Great movie, by the way. Anybody? Bonus point? 1 bonus point? What was the name of that movie? Snatch definition, act of snatching or quickly seizing something. I guess it could be true. Yeah, it might be one of those little foreign thing. It's like the loo, what they they call a fag, a cigarette. That's one maybe the two countries could get together on. No, I don't know. What's another one they use all the time? They use I like their little terms, especially the British ones that we know nothing about or we don't hear routinely. I like to hear those from time to time. All right, on to the next one. I can work on your stiff one. I can work on your stiff one. This is a new one. It's not a question. It's the new Dirty Minds. I know what you're doing, Wolfie. The new one is I can work on your stiff one. That's the first clue. I can work on your stiff one. Massager? Nope. I can work on your stiff one. Anybody else want to guess before I move on to the next clue? Tonsils? Nope. I like it though. I can work on your stiff one. Okay. I put a smile on your face before I stick you in your box. You have it. I can work on your stiff one I put a smile on your face before I stick you in your box. Happy Meal. All right. Nobody yet. I can work on your stiff one. I can put a smile. I put a smile on your face before I stick you in your box. And the last clue is I can bury old Baldy. I can bury old Baldy. Oh. Very famous profession. Not a profession you hear of quite this way anymore. I'll put it to you that way. It's a profession. And it's not one that you hear about, or you don't hear it called this nut job. You don't hear it called this anymore. And I will add that there is a very, very, very huge caricature in pop culture who is named after this profession. Oh, yeah, that's enough, guys. You can get it. Put on those critical thinkers. I can work on your stiff one. I put a smile on your face before I stick you in your box. I can bury old Baldy. And there is a famous pop culture figure. I don't want to give away his profession. No, not barber, not P. Diddy. How about a wrestler? How about a wrestler? Because I may have confused you a little bit with the term for this profession. You just don't hear it anymore. Called this. Razor. Bigger. I could play his come out music if my keyboard wasn't covered in crap and acting very strangely. Snake handler. No. Choke slam. Choke slam. Sarah. Yes. Undertaker. Did you like that last hint I gave you, Sarah? Sarah's tattooed right here. It's Undertaker's daughter. It's Undertaker. So you see what I'm saying about that's not something you don't hear it called that much anymore. That's kind of an older term. So y'all get it. Aaron, let's fucking go. Jumping in with another point. Good stuff, man. I love The Undertaker. Thought he was a great guy. Very, very professional wrestler. He will tell on other wrestlers when other wrestlers. Aaron got first. Yeah, Aaron, let's fucking go. He ain't got it yet. We're gonna do a couple more, and I'm gonna make big, huge points. Where was I at with the Undertaker? Yeah, Undertaker was cool. He gets pissed off if he gets in the ring with shitty wrestlers like Goldberg. He'll tell you all about it, and I love that about him. He's an honest guy, and he seems like a pretty moral guy too. Even though his character was the Undertaker, he seems like a pretty cool guy. Seems to have his head on straight. Doesn't delve too much into politics and shit like that, or at least publicly. I appreciate that very much, Undertaker. Thank you very much for doing what it is you do, entertaining grown children. Me being one of them. All right, here we go. On to the next. After you close your eyes, I can go on for hours. After you close your eyes, I can go on. Ric Flair was a professional in the what? I can't read it. It's behind the button for some reason. I'll read it in a minute. Forgot the answer. Sorry. Paul Bearer was a man too. Yeah, I love Paul Bearer too, man. To make a character like that, I mean, I just feel like, you know, you get certain characters, and if you have that right guy in it, it's just going to be magic, total magic, and that's what it was with Paul Bearer. It was perfect for him. The wine, ooh, you know, I mean, you love that shit, man. It was great. It's great. All right. Dreams. You're close. You're getting there. REM, Clock. No. Yeah, Ric Flair is professional. Very, very good wrestler. After you close your eyes, I can go on for hours. I can be an afternoon delight. I got to do it, guys. Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto always says, if it's right, it's right. Something like that. Waking up a little bit about tonight, gonna pump up on an afternoon delight. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. You know, it brings to mind a certain thing. Do terrible songs have a place in music history? You know, do we look back upon some terrible songs and go, you know what? That song was absolutely atrocious, but damn, I could sing it. There was something about that I could just, not saying I could sing it, I'm just saying, you know, there's something to be said for those crowd-pleasing songs. Hands, touching hands, reaching out. Those big, heavy hit. I'm not saying Afternoon Delight's not a big, heavy hitter. It's a song about sex in the afternoon. But it's cheesy. Everything about it screams dorky. But something inside me, I can't deny. I kind of like that fucking song. Okay. Nap. Absolutely. Carpe diem with the answer. Nap. Carpe. Where are you? Carpe, is this your first time? Carpe diem. You think everybody in the group tonight knows what your name stands for there, Carpe? What do you think? We're supposed to have some smart, intelligent, free thinkers in here. Does anybody want to get a bonus point besides Carpe Diem, who can tell me right now what Carpe Diem means? Anybody? I'm just curious of the five of you that are left in here. No, sir. Think this is my second time here. Cool. Seconded here. Got to go. Enjoy, folks. Aaron, let's fucking go. You're the winner tonight, right, guys? We can just admit it to ourselves. We're all critical thinkers here. We don't get upset when we lose a bout. So let's just give it up for Aaron. Let's fucking go. Way to go, Aaron. Yeah, way to go, Aaron. Thank you. I got a little lost there. For a second, I was like, well, what does he win? Fuck, I don't have anything. I don't have anything for him right now. Dang it. And Wolfie, I have something for Wolfie. Oh, by the way, Wolfie, between you and me, I never told you this about Gizmo. Gizmo disappeared that night, and I didn't tell you everything. Gizmo disappeared that night, and we figured out it was our dog who grabbed Gizmo and thought it was a fucking toy. He didn't chew it up. Seize the moment, seize the day or moment. I guess it'd probably be the same, right? Right, Wolf Eyes? CTG now. I see that, bro. Um, I got. We've all seen Dead Poet Society. Gotta go enjoy, folks. Yeah, good stuff. I love it when we get, we get some new thinkers in here. Man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm reaching out to people who I think would go well in this. Like I said, I've invited a few. I don't know if they showed up or not, but they might eventually. It's one of those things where if I try to invite somebody into the stream, I don't want to seem over eager about it. But a lot of times, the people that I'm finding to invite in here, I am excited about, and I would love for them to come in here. One example, he Facebook friended me today, and I don't know the guy, but what's happening on our Facebook now is I'm starting to get people who like more progressive people who are. I get a lot of West Coasters. Not gonna lie, they're coming in more often. Nice chilling with you, Aaron. I'm still blocking you, LOL. No, but tonight I found a guy who and I hope I get him on here. I hope to God I can get this guy on here. He will be my first real legit get. Wolf, you're a great guest. Don't get me wrong, but this guy, he has some things that I want to ask him about that I think would be so freaking interesting to so many different people. Who I found tonight on Facebook, and he friended me. He could have 1,000 friends. I don't know. Maybe he friends everybody. But he is the guy who owned and operated and managed Stax Studios, Stax Records here in Memphis. And he's a white man. And I just want to know, I want to ask him so many things about Stax and about the people that worked there. He had so many incredibly famous Motown artists come through there and just amazing artists. And I want to know, I want to pick this guy's brain and learn how he feels about Memphis, how he feels about the way people seem to be getting scared of each other and running away. I want to know his opinion on that, because the guy, he lived through the civil rights era. He was there during all that. He created influential black music, or helped them create it at a minimum. So I just want to talk to this guy, and my fingers crossed that he's going to get, maybe he pops in one night and sees what we do, and maybe he kind of understands, and maybe he wants to be a guest. So hopefully that happens for all of us. We can all learn something from him, and it would be interesting to say the least. No, it would be interesting. Another guy, oh God, I can't even. Oh, it was just a guy. He was just, I complimented him on one of his comments. I thought that was a really nice way to say that. He said it in a way that wasn't insulting, and it was, but it still had a burn to it. You know what I mean? It's a difficult thing to do, and he was very good at it. And I complimented him on his comment, and he started talking and started telling me, I got this way because of this. I used to be this way, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and now this is why I do say the things I say the way I say them. And I'm like, I was like, bro, you need a platform. You need a platform. I like what you're saying, the way you're saying it. I love it. I want you to, and I mentioned this tonight, and he said he subbed. So he'll be in here eventually, but those are the kind of people that I'm excited to get in here. I want to know the stories as to if somebody's changed drastically throughout their lives. I want to know why, what happened, what point in your life did you veer this way or this way? It's all interesting, big stuff to think about, so either of those guys, and they're going to fit right in with everybody that's in here. You see it. Some nights we get 5, 4. Some nights we get 10. During the day, sometimes we'll have 100 in here. 80 of them trolls. I understand that. Learning from the elders is one of life's greatest gifts. The experience is worth its weight in gold. Very well put, Carpe Diem. I appreciate it. And you could be the guy I invited over. I don't know. I have no idea. I wouldn't care if you wanted to mention. Yeah, I saw you on Facebook or whatever. You could mention it, but you don't have to. You know, no big deal. Just the fact that you're here and you're able to contribute and give a different point of view to from others. That's the shit. It's the good stuff, if you will. 225 guys. I got my significant other is going to be coming home soon. Look, man, if you're extremely bored later, and I get it, I may pop on and do some gaming. It's a little different. I'll chat with you if I'm not, I'm not going to be like I am now, because a lot of times I'm laying next to my wife while I'm playing on my phone. I can play Xbox games on it. So a lot of times, if you see me more subdued when I'm playing, it's not that I'm just ultra serious person when I'm gaming. It's just I may be laying next to my wife who's trying to sleep. Being honest. But Wolf, I'll be on later, probably, most likely. Love all you guys. Continue to talk. It's been great. Good show. I feel like we got some stuff said, and we had some fun. As we get these games more in order, just know that I'm out looking for games that are going to work like this or with multiple people on the screens. Board games with dice and all that, I just most of the time I pass them up, but I'll always read the box because I knew Dirty Minds was going to be probably pretty good. Read the back of the box and I was like, okay, yeah, we can do that. That's something that we can. They don't all have to be dirty. I'm not going to be playing Chutes and Ladders. We're not doing it. No Chutes and Ladders. Sexy Chutes and Ladders. No, then we'll get in trouble. And these so difficult. Get in trouble by YouTube, get in trouble by StreamYard, get in trouble by Facebook. Just for being you. Okay, guys, I love you all. Continue to talk. Remember, it's not red versus blue. It's the 1% versus you. And we say a lot of things at the end of the night, but one that I really like, and hopefully it sticks. Hopefully this one sticks, because I think it encapsulates all of us. Thought about it long and hard. I think that just a simple stay curious. I think a stay curious as a sign-off would be, you know what I mean? Because if you're a curious person, then your eyes are gonna open. And even though my channel basically is about freedom, stay curious goes with freedom. Because you get what I'm saying. Stay curious. Curious minds are always growing. We're always expanding. We're always rethinking things. So always stay curious. And yes, stay curious. I'm out. See you next time, Wolfie. See you guys.